Buckle up for heart-pounding police pursuits, where a grappler deployment, a spike strip, or a perfectly executed pit maneuver can change everything in an instant. Welcome to FlashMoment, where speed meets strategy.
Subject back to the front of the vehicle.
Pick me up!
On May 13th, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department chose the Grappler to stop a suspect who had previously fired an AR-15 at law enforcement officers. When dealing with a suspect like that, shortening the confrontation is often far safer than allowing a high-speed pursuit to continue.
15. Subject back to the front of the vehicle, going down to his knees, obeying.
JV, he's out for walking backwards.
Gotcha, copy.
All right, Marlon.
Oh, get up here, Rambo.
On November 19th, 2025, Thurston County SWAT officers faced a suspect accused of involvement in a double homicide and believed to be carrying automatic weapons. In a situation like that, there was almost no room for error.
Oh, Jesus. We're good, we're good.
The operation began with a grappler deployment in an effort to end the pursuit as quickly as possible. But when the grappler's tether snapped and failed to disable the vehicle, officers immediately transitioned to a PIT maneuver at 117 miles per hour.
Yeah, 32, I'm going to call it. We are pursuing eastbound Canyon. We're passing Canyon, east 115.
Get on there. Marlon, you're good, you're good. I'm good. I know. Need anything?
King on 32 east. So you can get out of traffic here.
Officers later recovered an AR-15 fitted with a 60-round magazine, along with several other firearms inside the vehicle. In high-risk operations, success isn't about every plan working perfectly. It's about adapting the moment the first plan fails. That ability to switch tactics is what ultimately brought the pursuit to a safe conclusion.
Yeah, 32. Looks like he crashed out here.
Nice work, dude. Nice work, dude. Nice work with Golden. Good.
On April 19th, 2025, Richard Smith may have become one of the few suspects to offer officers a can of vodka Spritz in the middle of a police pursuit. Even after all 4 tires had been disabled by spike strips, Smith still tried to drive the minivan directly toward 2 patrol vehicles. When a suspect appears to be impaired by alcohol or has significantly impaired judgment, their actions often become far more unpredictable than the speed of the pursuit itself.
A lot of stupid right now.
We've had fun, all right?
Sitting at 100.
On April 30th, 2026, in Thurston County, Washington, the pursuit appeared to be over the moment a grappler disabled a stolen pickup truck. But the situation changed completely when the suspect stepped out of the vehicle carrying a baby.
out 45. Into the Fred Meyer parking lot. Speeds about 35. 5-3 Lincoln 5. If we get an opportunity to take a pit.
Earlier, the suspect had fled along Interstate 5 after officers from the Olympia Police Department and Thurston County Sheriff's Office attempted to stop the stolen truck. As the pursuit entered a construction zone, deputies deployed the Grappler, bringing the chase to an end before the vehicle could pose any further danger.
Coming up at Israel and tired. Alright, 1253 on number 2 K9. We're going to be southbound Little Rock. Southbound Little Rock, yeah.
Southbound Little Rock.
Good grapple.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Hey, you're gonna get bit! Hey, can we move on this? We're moving forward, moving forward. Don't run.
Deputies initially prepared for a high-risk arrest with K9 Asher. However, the moment they saw the baby, the K9 was immediately called off, and officers switched to a direct approach to eliminate any risk to the child. Sometimes adapting tactics isn't about ending an arrest faster. It's about protecting someone who should never have been part of the pursuit in the first place.
Dude, that would have changed things early on. Right. I would have been done a long time ago. You don't, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. At this point, I'm glad everything went down the way it did. Well, and then she got out with the baby, and I'm...
Off a little bit.
This may be one of the few times an RV tried to prove it belonged in a high-speed pursuit. The problem is, the bigger the vehicle, the bigger the consequences when something goes wrong.
Try to get it stopped, wouldn't stop. Try to get some stop sticks on it. Those were successful. She tried to take out 6466, so. Six, 6414.
Go ahead.
Looks like they just... Speeds at 43, permission to pit.
Southbound in the northbound, speeds at 43. Requesting permission to pit.
Highway.
The incident began after the RV ran a red light and refused to stop. Near M82, an officer deployed spike strips ahead of the vehicle. Instead of slowing down, the suspect drove directly toward the officer who had just placed the device. That single decision immediately elevated the threat level of the entire pursuit.
I think I'm going to have to shut this thing down here at 17 mile if I can get some help. Cutting across. We're going to be 5414, sir. 53 from 66, back off. Slow down traffic for me. Help anywhere. If you don't mind,
From that point on, the focus was no longer on closing the distance. Officers maintained their formation, continuously monitored the RV's movements, and waited for the safest opportunity to intervene. With a vehicle of that size, every sharp turn or loss of control carries far greater consequences than it would in a passenger car. It wasn't until the RV attempted to exit US 131 at exit 104 that officers coordinated their intervention and safely brought it to a stop.
60 from 6466.
6466, go ahead.
This pursuit is a reminder that when dealing with large vehicles, success isn't just about how you end the chase. It's about having the patience to wait for the moment when intervention carries the lowest possible risk.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the ground! Head back! Head back! Enough! Hands behind your back! Now!
Some suspects only need one chance to get away. This one got two. After escaping the first attempt to stop him, he continued leading deputies toward Tumwater. But this time, TCSO, Tenino PD, and WSP weren't just focused on stopping the vehicle.
San County 1 for info. Smokey is taking off from our airport to join the pursuit.
Steve Cameron was taken off from airport to join pursuit.
He's trying to take off.
Take off.
Lincoln 4, looks like they got activity at Henderson at 099.
The moment the pit maneuver brought the car to a halt, officers moved in and pulled the suspect from the vehicle before he could flee on foot into a populated area. A pursuit isn't truly over until the suspect no longer has the opportunity to start another escape. On August 8, 2024, a female driver with an extensive criminal history turned a routine traffic stop into a multi-agency pursuit. Even after spike strips disabled 3 of the vehicle's 4 tires, she continued weaving through traffic and doing everything she could to keep the car moving. At one point, the vehicle slowed enough that officers believed the pursuit was about to end. Just seconds later, however, the suspect accelerated again, forcing them to reset their entire approach. In situations like this, a rushed decision can quickly put the pursuing officers at a tactical disadvantage. That's why troopers didn't treat a TVI or PIT maneuver as an immediate solution. They continually adjusted their positioning, passed on intervention opportunities that weren't yet safe, and waited until the risk had been reduced to an acceptable level before acting. The pursuit finally ended when the vehicle was boxed in and could no longer move. Even then, the suspect kept spinning the wheels in an attempt to escape. Officers quickly surrounded the car, broke the driver's side window, and safely took her into custody. What looks like a simple tether is actually the product of nearly 1,000 rounds of testing. Today, the Colorado State Patrol has equipped 24 patrol vehicles with the Grappler, making it a key part of its strategy for bringing high-speed pursuits to a safer end. If you found this analysis valuable, leave a 1 in the comments. Every like, comment, and subscription helps us continue producing factual, in-depth breakdowns of real police pursuits. When federal investigators tell a suspect they've uncovered new evidence, the investigation is usually nearing its conclusion. But in this case, the suspect chose to create an entirely new one by stealing the very federal SUV being used to investigate him. At first, it may have looked like a chance to escape. In reality, it dramatically raised the stakes because the SUV contained firearms and other law enforcement equipment. Every mile the suspect remained on the run increased the urgency to bring the pursuit to a safe end.
Lamborghini.
Even after avoiding spike strips multiple times, the suspect's options kept shrinking. Once the SUV finally lost its mobility, officers ended the pursuit with a PIT maneuver. That reckless decision may have bought him a few extra minutes of freedom, but it also guaranteed that the legal consequences would become far more severe.
Hey! He can see me! He can see me! Another unit. He's got visual on me. He's gonna listen to me.
Keep walking backwards. Stop. Go down to your knees. Cross your ankles. Okay, put your hands on your head. Is there anybody else in the car with you? No. Just take your hat off real quick.
Hey Travis, you're gonna go to the hospital, but you're going in a cop car. You're not going in an ambulance, all right? Okay. And then you're gonna go get booked in jail. That's fine. Okay.
Are you in the correct service truck? Correct. You left behind him.
On March 27, 2019, Roman Lloyd walked out of a bank with nearly $17,000 and may have believed that getting past a few patrol cars was all it would take to leave everything behind. But once the pursuit crossed back and forth between Illinois and Iowa, state lines no longer meant much.
Here it's a female driver.
It's a male black, I think. Is that what you like for the staff?
Keep coming at 20 minute traffic. 40th Street, 14th Avenue. 40th Street, 14th Avenue. Northbound 38th Street.
Northbound 38th Street.
Man. Just hold the traffic. We're westbound now.
Yeah, we're westbound, what? Augustana, to the campus.
Westbound 7th Avenue. Clear traffic so far.
Yeah, for westbound, first 38. Have right down PD get to Centennial. Let's stop 6.
No shit.
Down. You cop. Call out right cop. Yeah, we're northbound Centennial.
Roughly 10 minutes after the robbery, officers located the Nissan, and the pursuit quickly expanded across multiple jurisdictions. In cases like this, the biggest challenge isn't simply keeping up with the suspect, it's maintaining seamless coordination between agencies so the pursuit doesn't lose momentum every time it crosses a jurisdictional boundary.
Vehicle heading eastbound, West 15th.
Head back west on 92.
West on 92.
Hi, gentlemen, that suspect is Roman Lloyd. That suspect is Roman Lloyd. I saw the thing. Temple of Roman Lloyd.
In the car, he's not driving straight. Do we have anyone with stop 6 on the other side of the bridge?
I'm at the overpass, the 31. Getting out to the casino, maybe?
Turn toward casino. He's whipping back around.
I'll take them.
The chase ultimately ended with Roman Lloyd's arrest. He was later sentenced to 72 months in federal prison for bank robbery and transporting stolen property across state lines. In the end, the extra miles didn't bring him any closer to freedom. They only brought more law enforcement agencies into the pursuit.
Grappler as soon as you can.
Yeah, we're moving in park now.
And she's coming to a stop. We're going to the Grappler at 244. She's an oncoming field spike.
And her as well.
Okay, we're still southbound. Going up the main. She's going still southbound, still like down main.
Copy. If she gets too far into oncoming, we're not going to follow her into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, straight out, she's going.
Still southbound 503. Maintain plus.
We're going to have a grapple up there that can attempt to get it on her. Good grapple, good grapple. Let's get a pin on the front, get a pin on
The
the front.
grappler left the vehicle unable to continue the pursuit, but the suspect continued to resist. A pepperball launcher was deployed first, followed by K9 Maddox to complete the final stage of the arrest. Each tactic served a different purpose, and it was their coordinated use that brought the incident to a safe conclusion.
Coming. Stop. Take 4 steps to your left. All right, don't move, okay? Put your hands on top of your head.
I'm with you.
We're taking her into custody. We're approaching.
Some pursuits are different. The people inside the vehicle are hoping the police catch up as quickly as possible. That was exactly the situation here. Passengers repeatedly begged the driver to let them out, and in a desperate attempt to escape, one of them jumped from the speeding Nissan. From that moment on, this was no longer just a pursuit of a fleeing suspect. Officers also had to protect the people still trapped inside as the Nissan continued driving the wrong way at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour. That also explains why a pit maneuver wasn't an immediate option. The conditions simply weren't safe. After they were rescued, the passengers told investigators they had repeatedly pleaded with the driver to stop and let them out. The pursuit finally came to an end when the driver lost control and crashed into the sign of a gas station, seriously injuring one of the passengers. But the operation was far from over. The suspect fled into a nearby swamp, forcing ground units, a K-9 team, and an aviation unit to coordinate an extensive search. More than an hour later, officers finally located the suspect and took him into custody.
Stop. Stop.
On July 1st, 2020, a domestic violence call quickly escalated into a high-speed pursuit through the streets of Owasso. A spike strip was deployed almost immediately, but the suspect continued trying to flee until losing control near the Pine Street exit, where the vehicle rolled over multiple times. Every pursuit is a game of strategy, and the decisive move always comes when it's least expected. This is FlashMoment, where speed is always up against strategy. We'll see you in the next pursuit.